Powered by Riverside.
It's the Dynasty front office, and we are building you championships one trade at a time. I'm your host, Jesse Schneeman, and I'm here with the three best friends anyone could ever have, starting with the auspicious Austin Bell. How you doing tonight, Austin?
Oh, I'm doing great, man. We're getting close to playoffs, as crazy as that is. One of my leagues, I was 2-14, and I won, had a crazy week, and the commissioner was like, hey, man, you can make the playoffs. And I'm like, I don't think I can. Like, we're to that point now that if you don't have a good team now, it's getting time. But I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm good. And that's in that COVID league. I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Things are flying around in that league. I've been sent a couple of bad offers by your friend Matt.
That sounds about right. I mean, that's not,
you got a great offer for me.
And Matt together.
Terrible counter.
A terrible counter.
Gosh.
This is Major Mike Casper. How you doing tonight, Mike? I would love to go over that counter.
I wish.
Do you think it's a terrible counter now?
Well, not now, no. But at the time, it was awful. Yeah, I wish but it wouldn't have helped my team if I did. So but I'm good.
I offered you,
yeah,
Josh Allen and T.J. Hawkinson for Jaden Daniels and Tyler Warren
in a 0.75 premium.
Mm-hmm. My main man Chad Mendoza. How are you doing tonight? First of all,
I'm tired, but yeah, no, the trade deadline's really been kind of picking me up throughout the day, so that's been nice. But yeah, I'm glad to be here. Glad to talk Dynasty with you guys. Already arguing about trades too. That's kind of nuts.
Yeah, what do you think of that trade?
Yeah.
What do you think of that counter that I sent him?
I don't know. It's fine.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel about it, to be honest. Like it's all right. I mean,
okay. He said it was terrible.
Is zero value to me. So
zero.
Yeah, that's why
he's
I was
fine.
like,
He's a starting tight end or whatever.
Is he going to be your new Goddard? Is that what you're telling me?
No, he doesn't score.
And I don't want him. Yeah,
game like Goddard.
No, I tried to give him his boy Mason Taylor, and he just didn't want that. So,
and 2 seconds.
And Jaden
for Josh Allen. Yeah. I don't like that.
Yeah, I think the value is not bad, to be honest.
Yeah, I want one.
I wouldn't take it, but
right. I want one good piece. I want a quarter.
You want one elite piece,
not 2 dimes in it.
Yeah, I mean, Tyler Warren feels quite strong with that, to be honest, because of what Hawk is.
That's cool. I'll hold Josh Allen. He wasn't on the block.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Try and make a push. Right. Oh well, 1 week too late.
Yeah.
Speaking of the intro.
Speaking of the trade deadline, what was your all's favorite move?
Not Mitchell going to somewhere that needs receivers.
Yeah,
that's your favorite move? But it's the Jets.
I mean, I don't care. He's going to be on the field now. He's not going to be outdone by Alec Pierce. So,
but can Fields get him the ball?
I mean, no, but at least he's going to be on the field now.
Alec Pierce has actually turned into a pretty
yeah, he has. He's going to get paid this offseason.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if he went back to the Colts. So, does A.D. Mitchell does have another year, right?
Yeah, it might even be 2 more years.
I think 2 more years.
It's 2 more years.
It's only his second year.
It's his second year. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was with Keon Coleman and those guys. Okay, right on. What about you, Chad? Did you have a favorite move?
Not really. I think they were all kind of all of the offensive skill position ones were kind of meh to me. But I think that Mitchell one is probably the one that I'm most excited about, just because now he has even just a random shot, whereas before, I mean, he was barely dressing, right? Let's be honest. So it's something.
Yeah, I guess since he made that terrible play a month ago, he hasn't really seen the field.
Yeah.
Well, the problem
he literally didn't dress the next week, so that's not good.
The problem is the Colts have their wide receivers have such defined roles. They're probably the one offense in the league where you can look at every part of their offense and say they have a defined role. It's not just they're a random part of a game plan. So he just didn't fit in, and there's no space for him. So I think it's probably in his best interest to move, even if it is to the worst place you can possibly end up in the New York Football Jets.
Is it worse than Miami?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah. I mean, I'd want to give Jets credit. They did a great job today actually committing to rebuilding their roster.
They got a ton of.
Yeah, so like it's good to see that a team. The fact that Miami didn't do that is kind of disheartening, to be completely honest.
Mm-hmm.
To me, they were in about the exact same situation, and they didn't pull the trigger. So
I mean, they fired their GM, so it was. Yeah, I feel like that made it hard to do. Yeah,
they traded Jalen Phillips, defensive end, for a third.
Yeah, I mean that's a good trade.
It is a good trade.
Both sides, to be honest.
I honestly just feel bad for the kids, right? Because there's going to be more Jets out there now, and they don't even know it yet. So, and like talented Jets, like they're going to be selecting first round players.
Yeah, like Jeremiah Smith is going to be a Jet, and that's just so disheartening.
No. Don't say
it's
that.
So disheartening.
Yeah,
it's the same thing. I was obsessed with Garrett Wilson.
He's going to be like, hey. Welcome to the what show.
Yeah, the players like deciding if they're coming out of this class, they just like up their chances by like 4 or 5 times that they're going to be a Jet. So they're like,
where are the Jets picking? Okay, I need to do a little bit worse at the combine this year.
Mike, did you have anything that stood out?
Yeah, Kyler Murray getting benched. That was my deadline move.
That was true.
That was interesting.
I saw
soft benching, whatever they're calling it. Yeah,
Sleeper called it soft benching, but I saw another report that he was actually still injured.
Yeah, I mean, Gannon said that he could go on IR and miss the next 4 to 8 weeks with the foot sprain.
I'm sure I could too. Like I'm sure anybody could go on the IR.
If he doesn't go on IR and he misses 4 games, it's obviously a benching.
Maybe he's.
And if he does go on IR and misses 4 games, it's still a benching.
It might be a foot sprain that turned into a hand sprain while he was playing video games too much when he was riding the bench.
Yeah, new Call of Duty dropped,
there you go, right? Hand sprain.
Yeah. It's the next couple of days.
Sprain, hand sprain, calling it.
Yeah,
I think it just
sucks. And what's the Rockstar game that's
GTA?
We got ways for that. They didn't even put a date out again. They just changed it to 2026.
I'm just trying to survive until the release date.
Yeah.
Still be living.
But the other moves weren't really exciting, like Jacoby Myers to the Jags. I mean, it's cool for the rest of this year. I'm
just to get him out
places.
Of Vegas is great because they don't seem to know how to use him or want to.
The Jags need something.
Shaheed to Seattle is a great fit. It's what they need is a deep threat, and just another good wide receiver that's not a rookie and not an old man. So, and he played for Kubiak last year, so he knows the offense. The problem I have with Myers going to the Jaguars midseason is he's got to learn the offense, and it probably isn't going to go well fantasy-wise. He may help them.
Midseason rarely does for wide receivers and things like that.
Right. But I think in Shaheed's case,
it might.
It could.
I mean, if BTJ is going to suck as much as he has, then I mean,
and if he's hurt, like
he might just I mean,
doesn't have a choice. He's got to step up as the best guy.
Targets.
Yeah, he might. Yeah, he might just get
plus Diami Brown got hurt too, so I mean they needed a receiver.
Yeah, they've got nobody at this point.
Yeah,
I mean Jacoby Myers, he is definitely a player that Liam Cohen knows how to use. So if he can pick it up fast enough.
They could go get Gabe Davis off the practice squad in Buffalo.
Oh my,
it's tempting.
I mean, we discussed it
still paying him, so
we discussed it on Discord. So I'll go ahead and bring it up here. The Shaheed thing is a great fit for Seattle. I do agree with that, but it really sucks for Torrey Horton this season. They basically ran the same routes that they're going to have Shaheed run now. So I'm really curious to see. I mean, I don't know if they try to move Horton to the slot now.
Well, that's where he was running last week.
He's ran 15% of his routes from the slot on the season.
That's where that nasty touchdown came from.
Yeah. I looked it up because I thought I'd seen him out wide a lot, and so far he's ran 28 snaps the whole season from the slot currently. So,
JSN is playing outside quite a bit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So it sucks. As good as Torrey Horton has looked, it kind of sucks. This is a little dampening here, but Shaheed it should be pretty nice quick. I agree. Kubiak fitting right in there. He should go right into his role.
But I mean, they've got a decent amount of guys that can do a little bit of everything. So I don't think there's going to be, Shaheed's going to be, in that role, 90% of the time, and there's going to be no role for Horton in the slot. Horton in the slot. So it'll be interesting to see how it plays out.
I think slot, flanker, in that offense, they can move all three of those guys around quite a bit. So it's really advantageous for you. It might actually open up or keep open a little buy window for Horton. I thought after those two touchdowns, it might be too late, but now you might be able to get him still.
One thing, it's crazy to say, but this really helps JSN. Like I know
agree.
He doesn't need it. I mean, he's literally on a historic rate. We've never seen efficiency like he is currently. But this just helps him. I mean, you have to guard Shaheed. You have to have somebody over the top for him, or he will demolish you. And especially as good as Darnold's throwing the deep ball currently, you have to. Or I mean, he's going to go for 150 and 3 touchdowns every game. So it helps JSN, which is, I mean, he doesn't need any help currently, but this is going to help him.
Yeah, absolutely. You're going to run into games against good defenses where you need someone to draw coverage.
Yeah,
absolutely agree. The other thing I like is that the Chargers traded for a tackle.
Yeah, he's not very good, but better than
Taylor
what they had.
Lewan, yeah.
No, Trevor Penning. That's who they traded for.
Is that who it was? Trevor Penning.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He's not very good, but I guess he's better than what they had.
Yeah.
This is not saying a lot.
No, it's not.
Well, what they have is out for the year.
Both of them.
On both ends.
So sad.
It sucks.
They do have a third tackle, but that was also hurt. I think they got him back and they needed a fourth.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't ask me my biggest complaint, and that was Breece Hall not getting traded.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Ridiculous.
Yeah, it's his
for everything the Jets
too.
did,
Yeah.
You wish
ridiculous.
Breece.
They just don't like him very much. That's the thing. They're like, you're going to sit through this a little bit longer, buddy.
That does seem right.
Gonna suck.
It's the only thing that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Is we're going to let you go for free.
It's a free agent, right?
Yes.
That's so bizarre.
So they're either going to transition tag him for $13 million, or they're going to let him walk.
Unless they really just don't like. I fail to see a world where they've decided that they are undecided on Fields.
Yeah,
like they don't know. That's the only thing that I can see is they're like, well, we don't know if Fields is our future yet. Let's keep the offense intact. I cannot believe that is even a remote possibility at this point. Especially
they'd have to be the worst talent evaluators in the entire world.
Well, they're the Jets.
Well, they have decent talent. They just can't put it on the field and perform.
Well, no, I just mean if you think that about Fields,
I'm saying he's saying it's the Jets. I'm saying they do decent talent. I mean, heck, the draft when they drafted Sauce, I mean that was a phenomenal draft.
Joe Douglas.
Well, no, I'm not. Now. Yeah, I'm not. No, I'm not saying that there haven't been stints of the Jets drafting well. They obviously had some good players: Quentin Williams, Sauce, just the guys that have left today, right?
Yeah,
but they're the Jets, so I mean, sometimes they make decisions that keep them in purgatory. No, I mean not sometimes, all the time. But that's where we are now. That's where we'll be in 50 years. It'll be great.
Are you nervous to start Herbert at this point?
No, because it's all on him.
He leads the league in rushing for quarterbacks on the season. So
does he really?
It's all on him.
He's over 300 already.
It's insane.
And generally, if you have Herbert, do you have any other choice?
That's also true.
No, because my other one's
who cares
Kyler.
If you're nervous? You can't do anything about it.
I have a league where I have Herbert, May, and Darnold.
Oh, what a sad situation.
Poor you.
It's just tough to figure out who to start every week.
I wish I had those problems.
I mean, you do in a few.
Yeah, get out of here, bro. Come on now.
Mr. Quarterback Collector.
Yeah,
He's
like
Lamar
Mahomes,
Jackson, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes on the same team.
Well, I'm not trading him.
Literally
has
I refuse
one of them gets hurt.
any of them.
I lost last week because I didn't start Lamar. Jeez.
Good.
All right, Mike, why don't you tell everybody where they can find us when we're not podcasting?
Yeah, catch us at YouTube and Facebook, Dynasty Front Office, Twitter X at Front Office FF, Discord, link in the description. We live every Thursday, except for this week, obviously, followed by pod release on Fridays. Like and subscribe. Listener League is active. We've got shirts for year one players on the way, so join the Discord and become a part of the family. And this episode, we're going to go over trade banger of the week. We're going to do wide receiver, midseason rankings, and pop culture.
Trade banger of the week. Take it away, Chad.
The one deal that's too good, too bad, or just too wild not to talk about. If you've got a trade that shook up your league, send it our way. It just might be next week's banger. All right, guys. So a buddy of mine sent in a trade, and I've got mixed feelings about it because he is a really good friend, but I kind of don't like him sometimes. And I have a feeling he doesn't like me sometimes. So I don't know what this email says because he asked me not to read it beforehand. I read a paragraph just to make sure that he actually wrote something. It wasn't like a blank email. And he was trying to get me to like stutter on the podcast or something stupid. So checks out. There's actually words on the page. So I'm gonna read them now. But before I do that, I do feel compelled to say that I don't know what's in it. I don't condone it. And it doesn't reflect the views of this podcast. All right.
Wow.
So he says, what up, boys? With Z's for some reason. It's Ryan. I'm a longtime friend of Chad's. Here's the deal we made. And by we, in quotes, I mean, Chad helped me and I just nodded a lot, which is, this is actually true. I got Colston Loveland, Omarion Hampton, and Trey Benson. And I gave the guy Trey McBride and Matthew Stafford. And he says, for context, Chad and I go way back, college buddies and whatnot. Fun fact, I carried him through. I carried him through organic chemistry. No, he didn't. No, no, he did not. No, that's a blatant lie. Apparently, this is his revenge because now he's carrying me through my first Dynasty league, if that's what you want to call it. So far, his advice has mostly consisted of just do it, and losing is good for the future. I'm starting to think he doesn't know what he's doing. Okay.
Wow. Ouch.
Anyways, he swears this trade is a smart retool for the long term. I wanted to get younger, and he said, wah, something, Loveland good. I'm a Chargers fan, and Hampton is a monster. I think it's a good time to buy Benson, maybe. Now I just need to know from you guys, did we actually make a good deal here, or did Chad just use me to live demo what not to do? It's a weird way of saying that. I don't want to read this far. Worst case, Chad's an idiot. Best case, I'm a Dynasty savant prodigy. Either way, he'll call it a win. Sincerely, Ryan, the guy who carried Chad through organic chemistry. He did not.
That eats you up. You're just red in the face.
Chad, I just want to say it's really nice to know that you give your Chad analysis to more people than just us on the pod. That you do it to him too is also really good. So I'm glad that somebody else can say that.
No, like you don't understand. Like I carried him through organic chemistry. Like absolutely carried him through it. Oh man,
he's telling me something else. So I don't know who to believe here.
Actually, he spelled chemistry wrong. You guys can't see it, but
you didn't teach him English.
Yeah. Anyways, okay, so we got Colston Loveland, we got Omarion Hampton and Trey Benson, and we gave the guy Trey McBride and Matthew Stafford. I can tell you guys a little bit of the roster. He didn't put any of that in there. Just skip all the important parts. Basically,
what's the premium?
It's my standard league, basically. It's a 0.5 tight end premium. I think it's 0.5. It's at a 0.5 or 0.75. I think it's 0.5. And super flex, obviously. Normal format, we normally play PPR. And he's got a squad that's really just he's on the cusp of finishing up a rebuild. But the depth is really, really poor still. That's the part that I'm kind of worried about with his roster. So we drafted Trey McBride, we drafted Gadsden, and then we also have one other guy. I can't think of who it is right now, but one other decent starting tight end. And so we're like, okay, we have Trey McBride. We're kind of light in some other areas. We want to gain some depth. Let's take a shot. I think we can get a young, promising tight end in Colston Loveland. We can take advantage of Omarion Hampton being hurt and then Trey Benson being hurt as well. The guy that we sent the Trey McBride and Stafford to is obviously, a contender. He's trying to win the thing. So that's kind of where we're at. What do you guys think?
I love his sides. Yeah, no, I was going to say with Loveland, and it was a week right before his big blow-up game, right?
Yeah.
It was before. Plus Hampton was crushing it before he got injured, right? So I don't know. It's going to be all on Hampton and Herbert the rest of the season, I feel like now. So I think it's a great trade for him. And I feel like Benson is just like extra topping, like just an extra, question mark of a possible starting RB next season. So I'm pretty crazy for that side. Just lots of questions with Stafford and how long he's going to be in the league. So
I have two.
Go ahead. No, go.
Well, I have two things. One, I know I'm not hiring Chad for my open organic chemist position. But two, I have a question is, why did he have Stafford if he's finishing up a rebuild? It seems like
because Stafford's value was so low coming into the season.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and so it was one of those things where we were like, let's just hold him and see, especially because we wanted to play a little bit of a riskier game and see if we can finish this rebuild up quicker. So, sometimes we could have sold him in the offseason. We just chose to hold him and bet on him doing well. The what we would be losing. It's not like we're doing that with Saquon, right? Or not Saquon, but some other old guy that's going into the season whose value is really low and doesn't have the chance to really regain much value. Stafford is a quarterback at the end of the day, so we kind of bet right on it. And now some quarterbacks have gone down. This guy, he lost Kyler. He's lost one other quarterback. I don't have the roster in front of me, so I can't think of who it is. But basically, he's got two quarterbacks down. He had one starting quarterback left. So he's kind of hurting for somebody.
I get why he did it. He's giving up three players that are, value only. They're not putting up points. So if he's contending, he needs points. And to get Trey McBride, I get why the contender did it. That being said, you guys won that trade.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see because let's say one of the guys we got doesn't work out, right? Like let's say Loveland doesn't work out, or I think Trey Benson's kind of the one piece that if he doesn't work out, I'm not too worried about it. But yeah, let's say Loveland doesn't work out. Omarion Hampton is what we think he is, and Trey Benson ends up being like a decent middle of the pack back. I think the trade starts looking a lot scarier, and that's the part that worries me. I still think it's a pretty risky trade. It looks nice from a value, perspective now, but giving up Trey McBride, especially with Kyler going down and him playing so well with Brissett, and finally seeing the end zone a number of times. I think what was the stat, Austin? I sent it to you the other day.
It was like 21 games. He'd had 2 total touchdowns. The last 3 games, he's got 3 touchdowns.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's one of those things where if Trey McBride can even take another step forward, it's tough letting go a guy like that. But having Warren kind of eases that a little bit for me. But yeah.
And you got Loveland back.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
and
Loveland,
you have Gadsden. You kind of needed to trade a tight end.
I mean, not really. In a premium league, you can just start.
Yeah, there's enough flex spots to where we would have felt comfortable keeping all 3, and I actually considered that, trying to ship some other pieces and keep the tight ends. But it's kind of scary moving the one I feel like sure thing. Even if you want to put Warren ahead of Trey McBride at this point, I still feel like Trey McBride's floor is higher. So
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, he might be the safest piece in Dynasty outside of injury.
Yeah.
I mean, he almost put up the tight end 1 numbers last year, and I don't think he had a touchdown. If he did, it was 1.
He did. He had 1.
So, like, that's
Crazy.
ridiculous. I mean, that is absolutely ridiculous. So, the touchdowns are going to regress back to the mean. That happens with almost every player. So it's just such a safe asset. I'll give my side of the trade. To me, it's basically Benson for Stafford. They kind of wash each other out. Both of them are mid to late second for me. And then so you have McBride for Loveland and Hampton, which before the blow up, Loveland was a scary asset to have. You haven't seen anything, and then we have this game now where Caleb Williams went ridiculous, but Rome didn't have a catch. Yeah. So that's not going to sustain. Their best receiver is going to have receptions, and this is the game that Loveland went crazy. So even looking at it after this, it's still an interesting trade for me because kind of like Chad said, one of these assets that he gets back in return has to become elite, or he loses the trade. If Loveland's just a borderline tight end 5 to 8 in Dynasty, and Hampton's a running back, a low end RB1 through most of his Dynasty career, it's a loss for me. That being said, if you're finishing up a rebuild and you need depth, this is the kind of trade you should make. 2 assets that you should feel pretty good about. And then another dart throw at a running back, which whether you're contending or not, it's always good to get a young running back that can see a value gain. So I like the trade a lot. I can see both sides why you'd make it.
Yeah, it was one of those trades where I sent it and I double thought,
Yeah, those are the worst, but usually mean they're fair.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I knew it was fair, and I was like, we can't go any higher than this. We can't go any lower than this. This is if we're both happy here, this is what it's got to be. But to be honest with you guys, I don't feel great about it. I just feel like it's a good solid trade that could go either way.
I could see Hampton like a game or two after he comes back just becoming untouchable, and
sure
he could be for sure. He could be RB3 in Bijan Gibbs range.
Yeah,
pretty quickly.
Yeah, we say that because he had one really good game before he got hurt. But he also didn't look that good the other games. So we need to figure out which one he really is, and he's likely somewhere in the middle of that, and that's fine. But we are remembering his best game of his career before his injury. The other games, he got stopped at the line a lot. The vision wasn't there, which was my biggest complaint coming out of college is if their hole wasn't there, he wouldn't find it. So I have a little expectation worry there. I think he finishes somewhere in the middle of the range from what we saw both ways.
Can somebody grab us an umbrella for our parade that Austin's raining all over?
Well,
I don't have any problems with Hampton. He looked great, and he's in a great offense with a great quarterback. He was catching passes from Herbert. It looked really good. I'm not worried at all. I think he's going to look awesome.
Yeah, if I agreed with Austin, I wouldn't have made the trade. I do think he has top 3 potential. I do think he's in my mind he is a top 5, top 6 RB from a talent perspective. So I like him a lot. I think this injury is a little scary, especially because there's been so little news on what exactly is happening with it. When's the timetable that he's going to actually return? So there is a chance that he also comes back and doesn't look as good, until next season when he's able to fully heal up. But for the long term, I do really like him. I just, man, like Austin was saying, the one thing I really do agree with, I think Trey McBride could take another step, especially after watching him with Brissett.
Yeah. So we did get news today. Omarion Hampton's not expected to return to practice until after the bye, which is week 12. So, I mean, the hope would be is that he's back for the playoff push.
Yeah. And that's the thing is it keeps getting pushed back, right? So,
yeah, you get worried if you don't see him a couple weeks before the playoffs and fantasy playoffs start.
Yeah. I mean, if you're
hard to start someone off an injury.
So they have Vegas week 13, which is phenomenal. And then Philly at Kansas City and at Dallas on the semi week. But then Houston for the championship. Ooh. Yeah, then Houston for the championship, which at Dallas isn't going to be as smooth now. I'm going to go ahead and say we talked about the trade deadline trades. Quinnen Williams and Logan Wilson are absolutely upgrades to that terrible run defense.
Yeah. But Logan Wilson's also more of a defender against the pass.
True.
And he is like a true run stuffer. But yeah, Quinnen Williams is just a massive upgrade by himself.
One of the best run defensive tackles in the league. Probably top 3 or 5.
Yeah, that Omarion Hampton's he's interesting, and I guess we can talk about this just kind of branching off of the trade specifically. But Omarion Hampton, if you do like him, like if you like him more than Austin likes him, not saying Austin is low on him or anything.
Yeah, I was the lowest. I'm fine with saying that. But
if you're more where Jesse and I are, and maybe even Mike here, he didn't say too much about him, but it's probably the buy window. Like this is probably it. It's,
for sure. Yes,
you can't miss this window. Yeah, so that's the thing. That's the thing for me is like Omarion Hampton. I think the conversation we just had with the injuries and it kind of being suspect and him not being a guy that you want to depend on in the playoffs. I think a lot of people that have these contending rosters and were banking on Omarion Hampton because there was a lot of people that were. They're looking at him and they're saying, man, like what kind of piece can I go out there and get for Omarion Hampton right now? So if you like him, go out there and test the waters a little bit. Because I think it's more than doable. I know I have a couple leagues where I'm contending and I've been shopping him around and I don't want to, but I feel like I have to. And I think this guy's in the same boat that made this deal with us. I think he doesn't want to move Omarion Hampton, but he feels like he almost has to.
Yeah. And he was able to fish big.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Anything else you guys want to add to the deal? Any other players you guys want to talk about specifically?
No. I still struggle to understand why I didn't trade Stafford 2 years ago, but I get it if he was just waiting for the right time to get the right value.
We didn't have Stafford 2 years ago.
Oh, did he come in a trade? Yeah,
we got him in a deal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we got him during the injury. I can't remember off the top of my head, but no, we didn't draft him in the startup or anything.
Gotcha.
But yeah, it's one of those things. He's in a rebuild. We've been making a ton of moves. We probably made like between now and the startup like 50 trades. So yeah, it's pretty incredible. It's been a lot of fun. He's new to Dynasty, so it's been a ride. And yeah, I'm glad he's what did he say? Wow, something Loveland good. I'm glad I'm getting through that.
That probably is something you'd say though.
Yeah. Was that supposed to be like the Charlie Brown teacher thing? Yeah. Oh yeah, that's how it goes. Yeah. All right. Yeah, so that's been the trade banger of the week. If you want to send us your trade, it could be next week's banger. Send it to dynfo.official@gmail.com. Again, that's dynfo.official@gmail.com.
All right, y'all. We have a new intro coming. It didn't happen this week. Technical stuff, but we have a new outro. So this has been the front office, and enjoy the new music from our boy Jamie Puig.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the front office. The lights are low, the boards are lit, and the dynasty clock is ticking. From the heart of the startup draft to the championship throne, one crew rules the long game. Give it up for the undisputed architects of empire. Dynasty front office! Sing on! Time for... Let's build! In the war room where the drafts ignite, Jesse Schneeman steps up to the mic. Horse with the vision, sharp as attack, building empires from the startup pack. From trade bangers weekly, it breaks them down fine. Oh, flip a dump, Jesse's got the line. Dynasty fever in his veins, he proclaims. With Brown Ford chatting, but here he runs the games. Dynasty front office stacking the squad. Jesse, Austin, Chad, Mike, giving the nod. Rookie Mox running back, ranks quarterback, runs in the night. Trade philosophy flowing, we on the fight. From locker room talk to fantasy streets, professors' wisdom, Mendoza's heat. Championship blueprints, long-term we scheme. Front office forever, living the dream. Into Austin Bell, new blood in the fray. Co-host supreme, lighting up the play. Dynamic debater, Trade talk sizzling, he don't ever stop. Analyzing assets from tank to all-in swing. Sell high candidates to make the trade bell ring. Group chat heater with philosophies deep. Navigating the minefield where big dogs leap. Roster reshape for the long haul ahead. Chance to Mendoza making rivals see red. Professor Mike Casper, the brain of the show. Wisdom distilled where the deep dive flow. Top-notch coverage, player values he weighs. From trade room wars to championship days. Ohio State backs, he maps every route. Texas talents, Casper's got the scout. Lock onto the margins, flip moves with finesse. Mike's the professor, school in the rush. Together they mock 2 rounds or more. Preseason ranking settle in the score. Technical glitches, they push right on through. Making the world better for me and you. Dynasty front office, the brand that's known from year one bills to the Dynasty throne. No lopsided deals, just pure strategy gold. Front office fam story still unfold. Dynasty front office stacking the squad. Jesse Austin, Chad, Mike giving the nod. Rookie mocks running back ranks, quarterback runs in the night. Trade philosophy's flowing, we on the fight. From locker room talk to fantasy streets. Professors wisdom, Mendoza's heat. Championship blueprints, long term we scheme. Front office forever, living the dream. Dynasty crew. The board's gone dark, the trades are sealed. Rosters locked, the future revealed. Jesse signs off with a smirk and a nod. Dying fool forever, go in your squad. Austin hits send on the final mock. Chad's last heater just rang the clock. Professor Casper closes the book. One last lesson, take one last look. Hold the line, flip the script, stack the chips. Let it rip! Dynasty crew! Thanks for listening. Now go make someone overpay.